Please refer to the video description below to access the reflection questions and leadership considerations related to this microlearning. Welcome! In this video from the Compassion Resilience series for schools, we'll explore drivers of compassion fatigue and resilience. Compassion resilience involves applying the personal skills and perspectives alongside supportive organizational policies and practices. This video will focus on the elements that can either enhance or hinder our compassion resilience and explore how we can respond and contribute to positive change. We all face factors at the individual, team, and system levels that can either support or challenge our compassion resilience. The first step in mitigating the impact of negative influences on our compassion fatigue is to identify them. The second step is understanding our locus of control, which refers to the degree in which we believe we have control over the outcomes of events versus being influenced by external factors. Let's get started. Identifying drivers of fatigue helps broaden our self-awareness, highlighting what we can control or influence. Similarly, identifying drivers of resilience can help us enhance what we can do to support ourselves and others. The following exercise on drivers of fatigue and resilience can be done individually or as a group with your team. Take a moment to brainstorm. What aspects of your work and the systems within which you work contribute to your feelings of compassion fatigue or resilience? Please use this chart, which can be found in the reflection handout, to write down your examples. For items you brainstorm that leave you feeling fatigued or worn out, list them in the drivers of fatigue column. For the items you brainstorm that leave you feeling filled up or rejuvenated, list them in the drivers of resilience column. Let's pause to reflect. Once you've made your list, it's time to think about your locus of control for each item. 1. Cross out the items you feel you have little to no control over. 2. Circle the items you feel you have some control over, and 3. Place an asterisk next to those items you look to others to support you in addressing or building upon. Let's pause to reflect. Next, take time to reflect on the items you've crossed out, those you have little to no control over. As you think about your typical week, what percentage of the time do you spend talking, thinking about, or giving energy to the things you cannot control? What percentage of your time do you think would be helpful to spend focusing on things you cannot control? Let's pause to reflect. Talking about difficult moments or seeking validation from others is important for processing tough situations. However, if the focus remains heavily on the negative, it can drain our energy and take away from our ability to focus on what we can control. To build your resilience and offset your drivers of fatigue, take time to build an action plan. What is one action you will take to address a driver of fatigue that is in your control, or a driver of resilience you would like to strengthen? For items you look to others for support in addressing or building upon, what actions will you take to communicate your need for support? For factors beyond your control, what can you do to minimize the fatigue they cause? Let's pause to reflect. Thank you for attending the Drivers of Compassion Fatigue and Resilience session in the Compassion Resilience series.